going to be fighting Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. They're not just coming to win. They, in their hearts, they know they're going to win. So it's these type of matchups that really keep us engaged. So without further ado, let's get into these matchups. I'm going to start off with the two-division Lineal Ring Magazine champion, Teofimo Lopez. Lopez, I like what you have on there. What inspires this right here? Is this like the Warriors or something, or what? West Side Story?
I think, hey, well, first off, let's say thank you to God. All praise be to Allah. Truthfully, I think that all of these things come together, and that's really why we're all here. So we're here to create big fights, and this is what it's all about. You know, I just want to thank everyone that's partaking in this, the zone, truthfully, the ring as well, me carrying it, and Fatal Fury. Let's get it going. So to that, just balance, man. I'm here to bring and restore balance to this 3D dimension world, and you know, just take over again, like I always do. Times Square takeover.
Teo, Arnold says that you've been avoiding him. He's wanted this fight for a long time, probably since you first stepped up from lightweight to junior welterweight. He's wanted this fight. Why hasn't it happened until now?
Why hasn't it happened till now? I mean, look, I'm just focused on fights, man. Just focus on big fights. I don't think Barboza is that type, but you know, His Excellency, they asked for the fight. They think that it's a great fight, lucrative fight for this card, and you know, hey, what can I do?
When it was first brought up to you a couple years ago, when both of you guys are with Top Rank, were you thinking that he hasn't achieved enough, or he doesn't have a big enough name, or what was the reason?
Look, I think like stylistically, he's a strong fighter, strong Mexican fighter. I mean, you know, we've seen those in the past and everything. I just think that I think it's just the way Top Rank. I mean, Brad Jacobs is here alongside with me. I mean, he could probably give you guys more in detail in that form. I don't think that he had that eye.
All right. Before we talk to Brad Jacobs, let's talk to Arnold
32.
Barboza.
Hold on, wait, but like he's 32-0. He just got an interim world title. At 15 fights, I got my first world title, and I won it at Madison Square Garden, and then became undisputed at 16 fights. Like, and I'm only 27. Like, how old is you?
It's been a long time coming for Arnold Barboza.
32-0.
Hey, you didn't give a fucking right answer, bro. You still like you beat around the bush when they said how come you didn't accept this fight back then. Like,
to be real,
I think it's time. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Shout out to Top Rank, bro, for cutting the umbilical cord off and letting your ass crawl finally.
But I never fucking actually had that.
Hey, bro, you want a wolf and talking like you're big and bad, bro, fighting an injured Loma, an injured jailer, bro, like I'm the yeah, bro. Come on, yeah, crazy.
Listen, I'm here, right? I'm Ring Magazine, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm taking that. I'm taking that Ring Magazine. Trust me, I'm taking that Ring Magazine.
They might put you out as world,
bro.
But I got
my last two fights. You ain't gonna say like that.
Arnold, can you
to be real, like I ain't gonna be here to discredit none of y'all fighters. Y'all do y'all thing, but I'm the only real ring and WBO world champion in this bitch. I am that. I
earned that champ, but we have an undefeated contender here.
Best believe
Arnold Barboza.
I'm the only world champion sitting here right now. Only one.
You ain't no world champion, bro. You're fucking.
Damn right. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm a universe champion, baby. I'm a universe champion.
I earned my shit. I travel. I earn my shit. Hostile territory, bro. You get your shit given to you in a plate.
I haven't seen it yet.
I earned my shit.
Where they at?
Ain't no one doing
ain't
what
nobody,
I'm doing,
because everybody know how I come.
I'm fighting 3 of the top 5 guys in a 7-month span. Call me an old school fighter, bro. I'm fighting in a 7-month span, the top 3 guys in the division.
Arnold.
Hey, who are you?
Arnold, let me ask you a question. Hold on, guys, hold on. Arnold, let's talk about that. All right, you've been fighting. You've been doing nothing but winning. You've been fighting difficult fighters. You're willing to travel to Manchester, England. You wanted this fight years ago. I remember it was after maybe one of his first or second fights at 140 pounds. Yeah. You climbed up on the ring, and I saw Teo tell maybe Carl Moretti, hey, get this guy out of here.
He said, please.
Right, okay. So, is it better now that the fight is happening on May 2nd than had it happened years prior? Have you grown since that point?
Man, I think Teo is fighting me at the worst time he could fight me. You know, I'm coming off of two victories in like a 5-month span. You know, the train's hot right now. The train's going.
That's what train's
going, and I think that he I'm shocked the world again. You know, I shocked it in Saudi, I shocked it in Manchester, and I'm gonna shock it again. New York in his hometown, right? I don't know this hometown, but Yeah. See, I
This is
figured.
what I like.
I figured you don't have a hometown.
Ah,
He's
shut
a
that
mutt,
shit
bro.
up over there, yo.
He's a mutt, bro. You don't have
Shit,
a hometown.
ain't nobody from any borough came at me that way. All right, now.
Yeah.
They love me. They respect me. 'Cause I respect
They
the
don't
fuck out of
respect you,
everybody.
bro.
Arnold, I got
Yeah,
another
bet
question.
that.
Arnold, I got another
Bet
question
that.
for you. People
Ain't
know
nobody
about
racist
him
over here, man.
before
Matter
they've
of fact,
known
pick up a
about
banana
you.
for me.
Hey, don't
People
worry
know
about it, bro.
about
Hey,
that
don't worry
before
about it.
they
I got
think.
him. Don't worry about it, bro. I got him. Don't worry about it. May 2nd. Show up. Show up, and I'm gonna show out. You'll see.
I need a sponsorship
Arnold.
deal. That matter of fact.
For people who don't know you,
Potassium, baby.
can you tell us a little bit about your background? I know you come out of a gym in South El Monte, the great Ben Lira. He's one of these gurus of boxing that people in Southern California, boxing people, they know who he is. They know he's a builder of champions going back to the amateur level. I know the people that you're involved with. I see you at the developmental shows, the club shows. There's nothing but respect between you and the fans and the boxing people of Southern California. But for folks from outside of Southern California, what makes you you? What makes you special? Tell us about that hard cloth that you were cut from.
Yeah, man. You know, I grew up in the city of El Monte. Nothing was given to me, man. Everything's been hard work. You know, from club shows, selling tickets. You know, hustling out there, man. Trying to make my name. Nothing was given to me. Nothing was given to me. Everything was earned. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm not doing some funny push-ups and shit on the internet. You know, I'm trying to grind, man. That's what I'm doing. You know, and I'm just a grinder. I'm a worker, man. I work hard. You know, I think that separates me from everybody else. You know, I think I'm at where I'm at right now because of my hard work. You know, shout out to my pops, man, who's been my trainer since I was 5 years old. You know, fighting in smoker fights. You know, because I was, I couldn't fight. I wasn't 8 years old, so I couldn't have a USA license. So I was fighting in his undercard, my pop's undercard. You know, so man, that's the type of person I grew up, man. Grew up tough. You know what I'm saying? I grew up raised by a real man. You know, a real man takes care of his family, man. That's not on that goofy shit. You know what I mean? So look, man, May 2nd. You know, I'm a live dog in there, man, and he's gonna find out. He's gonna see, just like everyone else says. Oh, he's not another. Well, I'm not on no level. We're gonna see when I'm raising that Ring Magazine belt, this WBO belt.
I can't wait to see it. You guys, well said. Let's move on to the second matchup here.
The fuck, I didn't even finish talking, dog.
You want to?
No one wants to hear your. No one wants to hear your
Real
clown
quick,
ass,
real
bro.
quick,
Y'all
Teo.
been on trying to promote this? Oh, I see what the.
Come on, bro.
I see what we on,
Come on,
man.
bro. Everyone knows. That's
You know-
why, bro.
you know
Everyone
what I'm
knows. Even
saying?
Top Rank knows.
Nah, you know why?
Bro,
'Cause
Top Rank don't even want to be here, bro. They're just here because they have to be here. They don't even want to be here to support you, bro.
$30+ million. Damn right they gonna be
Don't
here,
matter,
homie.
bro. Don't matter
Damn
about
right they
that
gonna
shit.
be here.
Don't matter about that
Money
shit.
talk, bullshit walk.
Yeah, bro.
And you
but-
full of bullshit.
Hey, bro, but
All right.
hey, don't
So,
worry. Top Rank,
look.
I'm gonna get those minimums down for you guys. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Save a
Ain't
little
way to
bit.
let you go.
Save
Ain't
a
way
little
to
bit
let
for
you
the
go.
stare
Nah,
down.
I
Save
gotta get mine,
they're
dog.
sending
Ain't gonna
messages
work that
after,
way,
bro.
bro.
Thank
This
God.
the table
Save a
for
lot for May
reason.
2nd.
Save a lot for May
Save that
2nd.
shit.
All
Y'all
right.
can save that up somewhere else, cause they ain't gonna hurt. They ain't gonna work over here, yo. They ain't gonna work
All
over
right,
here.
all right, I'm gonna move
Africa,
on.
you down there, bro. You got your time other times. You down over there, bro. Yeah. Go ahead. Take your shit.
100%, bro. 100%. 100%.
Oh, is that Richardson
100%.
Hitchens? All right.
100%, bro. 100%. Hey, real fighters
see you,
fight, bro.
Richardson.
Hey, real fighters fight. That's it.
Real fighters, real fighters, real fighters.
You already know. Hey, you already know that's going
All
on.
right, guys. All right, so
And I'll be
plans are
honest
being
with you
made,
guys,
but
just tune
there's
in,
plans-
man, take
there's
over
plans for
every
May
time,
2nd.
anytime, all time.
Teo, please.
No,
Teo,
I don't want
Teo,
to.
Teo, let me
I'm going
speak.
to. I don't do that.
Teo,
What's up?
please. We're gonna move on to the next matchup.
Nah, man.
Devin
Let
Haney-
me finish
Devin
my
Haney
shit.
versus
How about-
Jose
how about me?
Ramirez?
Like, I'm a Brooklyn-born Broward kid, so that's what it is. Brooklyn-born Broward kid.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah, I got the
you
key
had
to
your
the city
say.
of Miami, right? I rang the bell for the New York Stock Exchange, all right? These are
You
all
got it.
facts. Now, because, at the end of it all, y'all wish y'all had it, but y'all don't. I've earned it. Truthfully, earned it in
right.
this bitch, in this ring. And every time they give me a
we
guy
see
that
you,
is
champ.
somewhat competitive like that,
We see you, Ring
we
Magazine
see how
champion.
we do it.
We
We
see
see how
you.
we do it.
We see you. All right.
All right, but
Devin
hey, Doug,
Haney.
you look handsome, man, by the
Thank
way.
you very
Keep
much.
up the
You
great
like it?
stuff,
You
you know
like
what I'm
the
saying? Yeah.
When I do these things, they get me new suits. So.
Yeah, for real. Hey,
Eddie's looking at me like, about time, dude.
damn right, baby. All right, guys. Well,
All right.
it's a takeover. Peace.
All right, Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, they may not be as chatty as we just saw with Teo and Arnold. But I can tell you from knowing both young men for a very long time, these guys are consummate professionals. These are young men who are about the sport of boxing, who are about dedication, who are about hard work. This is a fascinating matchup. Devin, I'm going to start with you because we haven't seen you since your fight with Ryan Garcia early last year. I just want to ask you why the decision to lay out for the rest of 2024, and why did you choose Jose Ramirez as your comeback opponent?
No, I mean, first off, I want to thank Allah, alhamdulillah, for this opportunity. Ramadan Mubarak to all the Muslims all around the world. And I took the year off. Like I said, I was going to. I wanted to spend some time with my family. I just had a baby, stuff like that. So I wanted to rest and recover. And I wanted to come back when I felt it was the right time. And but when I came back, I wanted to fight the best fighters in the world. I didn't want to just face any regular Joe Blow. I wanted to fight a two-time world champion like Jose Ramirez, and that's why we picked him.
There are folks who say, Devin, that you were exposed. Even though you can argue, well, it wasn't an even playing field in that first fight with Ryan Garcia. They could say, well, we never seen Devin Haney hurt like that. We never seen him down on the canvas. He looked lost in there at times. Do you feel that there are questions that are being asked of you and that Jose Ramirez is going to ask those questions and you can answer them in the ring?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I fought somebody on PEDs. So that's how that fight was. But we move forward, and now the world wants to see what Devin Haney is going to show up. And, I'll look to give everybody all those answers on May 2nd.
All right. Jose, last time we saw you, you didn't look like yourself. It definitely wasn't your night, and I know there was some talk in and around the boxing community that, you know what, this guy was a 2012 Olympian. He was a unified champion. He's a hero in his community. He's got a lot of things going on outside of boxing. He could run for public office in this area, you know. People are saying, maybe you hang up the gloves. Can I ask you, were you considering that? And what brings you here to this point right now?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank God, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me with all those great blessings in my career. Since I started at the age of 8 years old, becoming an Olympian and a unified world champion, becoming a world champion at 25 years old, a unified world champion at 27 years old. And, I think what it was is probably staying at 140 for too long. Once I saw myself, struggling to make weight and, push my body through that pain and grind, I think I was harming myself, but I'm a guy with no excuses, man. I'm a guy who never says no, and I think I did that to myself. But hey, that was a mistake that I did on my part, and it's time for me to grow and move up to the next weight class at 147. So, I know what I could do. What I've been doing in sparring against guys who are world champions as we speak, guys who are talked upon as future world champions, and I know what I've done to them in sparring, so I know what I'm capable. And comes May 2nd, I'm gonna go out there and make it a fight, man. Show the best version of Jose Ramirez, a bigger bull than what people have seen me fight in the last couple fights.
You took the next question right out of my mouth. I wondered, had you hit your limit, had you hit the ceiling on making 140 pounds? And I've wondered that for a long time. Even when you were champion, when I'd see you between fights, I'd be like, what? No way that guy makes junior welterweight. So you're expecting to feel very strong. I'm expecting Devin Haney to be very strong at welterweight too, because I look at him and wonder, how did he boil down to 135, let alone 140? But if he's healthy and at his best, we're talking about a very difficult, classic 1-2 boxing style. How do you get to him? How do you break that style down?
Yeah, man. I've never been too worried about my opposition in my career, man. I'm focusing on myself. I became the best boxer at lightweight in the Americas. Becoming an Olympian. Beating guys with different styles. Different sizes, different skills, different speeds, and I think people underestimate my speed and power. But I'm ready to put it together, man. May 2nd, and if you thought I was strong at 140, just watch me at 147.
I'll never underestimate your power or your heart and dedication, and nobody should underestimate your skills. You're a very good technical boxer. Devin, same question to you. Was it time? Was it overdue to move from 140 pounds to 147? Are you finished with junior welterweight?
Yeah, It was definitely time. My body just was maturing. 140 was hard for me to make. I was there. I felt good for one fight, but in the second fight, I didn't feel as good. Yeah, no, 147 is time.
All right. I can't wait to see this fight. It's a brilliant stylistic matchup. You got the stick and move boxer, beautiful jab against the quintessential pressure fighter who has underrated skill and technique. All right, let's move. I'm not going to call it the main event because this is a true triple header. These are true co-headlining bouts. All three of these matchups could headline major arenas anywhere around the world. So let's move to the main event. Ryan, I'm going to start with you. Everybody talks about the grudge between you and Devin Haney, but feels like there's a grudge between you and Rolly Romero here. And I seem to remember years ago when you guys were prospects at lightweight. You might have been at junior lightweight at the time, as a matter of fact. There was a lot of talk about a sparring session, and there was John going back years ago between you two. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I think we sparred about 8 years ago. It was a little rough sparring, I guess, but he continued to use that sparring to kind of boost up his career. Credit to his point. But I don't have no bad blood to him. I'm here to do my job and set up that rematch. But I'm not overlooking him at all. I know that he's going to come to fight. It's a big opportunity on the main stage, so I got to be sharp and prepare.
I was interviewed last year, I think it was Ellie Seckback, and he brought up this matchup. And he said, well, who do you like in it? How do you see the fight? And I said to him, whoever lands first has a huge advantage immediately. It's like a lightning bolt left hook and a bomb of a right hand with Rolly Romero. Rolly, let's turn it over to you. That sparring session, it seems like Ryan's saying that you were kind of clout chasing, calling him out back in the day, but I guess that's what young fighters do. But you do more than just talk on social media. I know you're a good interview. You move the needle. You got personality, but you're a former junior welterweight champion, and you've done a lot, even though you didn't have that extensive amateur background like everybody else up here has.
I mean, if I was cloud chasing, he would have had cloud. He didn't have cloud at that moment. He didn't have anything. So, but it's just sparring. We're gonna see in the real fight in the ring on May 2nd, and we're gonna make it a big fight. We're gonna make it one of the biggest fights in U.S. history, and that's for sure.
Rolly, I want to stay with you. The other guys, they've moved up in weight. We're talking about Devin and Jose Ramirez, and they had sort of hit their limit, making 140 pounds. I used to look at Ryan, and I used to look at you, and just wonder, how do these guys make 135 pounds? The fact that this fight is taking place at welterweight, does that suit you? Is that better for you?
I mean, I called this years ago, saying that me and him were gonna fight at welterweight, and this is when we were both 35 pounders. So, I mean, I long outgrown 140. I definitely outgrew 135 long ago. When I was 35 pounder, I should have been a 40 pounder. When I was 40 pounder, I should have been a 47 pounder. So, I mean, I'm like all muscle.
Does that affect your stamina? Does that affect your punch resistance when you're boiling down to make an unnatural lightweight?
I mean, it affects everything. I mean, it affects timing, explosive, everything. Anything you got, it really affects you.
Can you talk to us just a little bit about how important this fight is to you? I mean, is this the most important fight of your career, even though there's not a world title on the line for it? You're fighting one of the most popular fighters in the sport right now.
No, we're fighting for a WBA. For WBA regular.
Is it the full world title?
No, it's the regular.
I'm sorry, guys. I just recognized the Ring Magazine title, but you guys are real. You guys are real fighters. You guys are. It's a very good.
Hey, Turkey, I am your champion, by the way. Ring Magazine, I am your champion, Your Excellency.
We don't give a fuck what you
Your
want,
Excellency, I am your champion.
Bro, we don't give a fuck, bro. I'm tired of hearing this shit. We don't give
Boxing,
a fuck.
baby, you gotta
we
respect
gonna
the
run
origin.
that too. Promise I'm gonna
1600
get to you.
BCE.
Enough of this shit.
You guys are so boring. You guys are talking so
Shut the
polite
fuck
to
up.
each
Yeah,
other.
because that's how we
crazy.
keeping it.
You guys are all talking so politely, man.
We gonna run that.
What the fuck
Remember
is
that.
this?
We're gonna run that.
Yeah,
I like it.
I
100%.
hope, but like, bring it
Yeah,
in.
100%.
Bring it in. Y'all
I'm
not
gonna
even
be
put the
great, too.
tip in yet.
Bro,
Like, come on, pause, by the way, pause. But y'all haven't
yeah,
even put the tip in, bro.
All right, getting fired up, Ryan. Okay, I'm gonna
Hey,
end
nobody talking shit right now. That's crazy.
I'm gonna end this session with the question to you. And I spoke to you a little bit.
a little bit
Okay.
at the hotel a few hours ago.
Okay.
And we talked about you going into that first fight with Devin Haney and all the chaos, and you admitted you were not at 100%. There was drinking, there was smoking. You could have been in better shape. And you told me you got that out of the way. You're not drinking and you're not smoking. Do you have a renewed dedication to boxing and a renewed vigor for boxing? Because you're going to be fighting Rolly Romero, but I feel like you got Devin Haney in your sights, and it looks like you've got Teofimo Lopez in your sights.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to be great. You know, I've always wanted to fight the best fighters in the sport. As far as, you know, my problems outside the ring, I've always had those problems. I mean, I don't know who else struggles with stuff like that, but that's just something I was struggling with. And, I want to just show everybody that you could come back from anything. And I want to show my dedication to the sport and just be a true professional. I admit my wrongs, and I don't want anybody to, you know, take my actions of drinking and smoking before the fight and try to, you know, think that's a way to handle yourself as a professional. So I came here to change that, and this is my first fight to get respect back and then prove everybody that it wasn't a fluke, and I'm ready to do it.
You inspire us all, Brian.
I like it. You can always come back. Redemption can be found in the ring and that path to the ring. So I love that, and I love the professionalism. I actually like the laid back, Ryan. You're a cool guy. You can be a cool guy. You can be a cool guy. All right. So before we stand you guys up for the face-offs, I'm just going to get some final remarks from our esteemed guests here. Let's start with Rick Reno, COO of Ring Magazine.
Yeah, I just want to say, we have 3 dangerous fights. Everyone knows that it's the big elephant in the room. If Ryan and Devin win their fights, they will most likely go into a fight in the fall. I know Jose and his team have said Devin's never getting to that fight. I know Rolly and his team have been saying they're never getting to that fight either. On the other side.
No, I did not say that ever. My bad. They can fight after me. I don't really give a fuck.
And obviously, Teo is in a real dangerous fight. You know, he's going to be defending WBO title, the Ring Magazine title, against the mandatory challenger Arnold Barboza. Arnold is arguably on one of the best runs at 140 over the last 12 months. And I know Arnold's told me more than enough that Teo's never getting to any of the future plans that we have in store for him.
Man, just like all the other promoters had plans, we broke them, so we're breaking this one too.
And we could have, staged this event anywhere. We could have put it in any venue in New York, any venue in LA, any venue in Las Vegas, and it would have sold out. We wanted to do something special, something iconic, because we would have put this any other venue, any other location. It would have just been a really big event with 3 great fights. We wanted something that, like, 25 years from now, people would look back and say, oh my God, can you believe they staged that crazy event in the heart of Times Square? And even for the 6 guys up here, they could tell their kids, their grandkids, decades from now, I fought in Times Square. Not that I fought in the Garden or Barclays or the MGM. They could be the first 6 guys to say, I fought in the heart of Times Square with this collaboration that we're doing with SNK. So we wanted something that would create, when we started doing these Ring Magazine events and putting the stuff together, we didn't want to do the same cookie cutter type of events. No offense to my promotional partners up here, but we wanted something that, like Doug had mentioned, that was out of the box, something that people would think was insane. When we first got this concept on paper, everyone thought it was just, we're just talking. It's never going to happen. How are these guys going to do it? I've seen the concepts, and it's going to blow everyone away. And I look forward to seeing everybody in May, and I will turn it back to Doug.
All right. Yeah, there's amazing things to come. There's some people in the boxing world who say, man, it's, there's some big fights being made in boxing right now, and it's great, but it's all going to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And it's like, no, there are going to be some huge events happening this year in America and in the most amazing just imagination stretching locations. I'm talking about like historical monuments. I'm not going to say where, but just stay tuned because there's some really exciting stuff to come. All right, Eddie Hearn, chairman of Matchroom Boxing. Would you like to share your thoughts on this card?
Yeah, thanks, Doug. I think it's all been said by these great fighters. You know, you talk about attracting a younger audience to the sport. You've got three of the faces of boxing in Ryan and Devin and Teo, but three great fighters.
And Rolly, don't forget about Rolly.
I'm coming to you, Rolly. I'm about to pick you up. So Arnold Barboza just come to Manchester to beat Jack Catterall. Jose Ramirez is a tremendous fighter. And this guy, it's the first time I spoke to him. He seems very focused. I think that's a great fight as well. So His Excellency has great plans, and people keep asking the question about where is boxing going? You know, Saudi Arabia, how long will it last? This is turning it up a notch. Because with SNK and Fatal Fury and Ring Magazine, the other thing that you didn't mention is 6 days before, you've got 65,000 people at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for Ben Eubank.
That's the first Ring Magazine SNK Games presented event.
And that one, of course, is in front of 65,000 with a huge gate.
Yeah.
And when His Excellency said about doing Times Square and shutting it down, the first thing any promoter would say, what about the gate? But there's a method to the madness. It's a vision, and it's raising the profile of the sport so that everybody will tune in to the madness of closing down Times Square. The fights are the fights, and they're tremendous fights, and it's the right demographic to drive that audience. But the fascination with the concept of what he's doing and where he's placing these fights is going to make this a huge, huge draw on the night around the world. And you know, I'm baffled by the plans. I know, you know, you were talking about other plans and locations. I've never seen anything like it, and I think we should all just realise what a good place boxing's in at the moment. And you know, the famous words of thank you to His Excellency gets bandied around a lot, but really the vision that he has, and not just him, but you guys at Ring Magazine and the team, you've never seen anything like this. Operationally, this is one of the biggest jobs that's been done in boxing, to close down this area for our sport. And right now, there's never been a hotter time for the sport of boxing. So good luck to all the fighters, and great to be working with Oscar and Brad and all the promoters coming together to just continue to change the face of boxing. And that's what's happening right now. This sport is on fire, and this is going to be another huge event in 7 days. Ben Eubank, Fatal Fury, SNK, Times Square, and of course, don't forget moving into the Canelo event in Riyadh season. What a time for boxing, and it's only just beginning.
It's good stuff. When young fighters, and we have young fighters here, when young fighters are willing to challenge themselves, and when the promoters are willing to work together, nothing beats boxing. Brad Jacobs, you represent Top Rank, and that's the oldest venerable boxing promotional company in the world, really, since the mid-'60s. Obviously, Top Rank has been involved, and you yourself, during your Hall of Fame career, you've witnessed a lot of very interesting boxing events. What are your thoughts on this card?
Yeah, thanks, Doug. Appreciate it. Certainly, like you said, I've been involved in a lot of huge events, but nothing like closing down Times Square. I mean, it's incredible. It's a testament to the fighters here on the dais. It's a testament to His Excellency and you guys at Ring Magazine. So we're just looking forward to it. The bottom line is Teofimo, not only a great fighter, but he's a showman, and he's going to prove that and steal the show on May 2nd.
All right.
I know that's right. This is takeover, Times Square takeover. You know it.
Oscar De La Hoya, the founder and chairman of Golden Boy Promotions.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Look, May 2nd will be one for the history books, a full-scale sanctioned professional fight held in the center of Times Square, which will be unprecedented. This event will come to life thanks to Salah Sports, Turkey Al-Sheikh. Their vision is unmatched. The sport of boxing will be on the global stage that evening with the bright lights of New York in front and center. This is what American boxing is all about. This is the highest level of boxing, especially at these weight classes. Thank you to Turkey for making the fights that everybody wants to see. This is truly a special one for the ages. And we are proud that Golden Boy Promotions has 3 fighters taking part in this epic event. It speaks to our company's dedication to getting our fighters the best opportunities in the sport. Look, the fight against Teofimo Lopez, and now speaking from a fighter's perspective, okay? I'm not a promoter anymore, I'm a fighter now. The Teofimo Lopez, Arnold Barboza card, look, Arnold Barboza Jr. has been calling for a fight against Teofimo since 2021. Now following his defeat of Jack Catterall a few weeks ago in the UK, Barboza finally earned a mandatory shot against Lopez. Barboza has always been the underdog and has always fought tooth and nail for everything he has. We are extremely proud of him, and now he's facing Teofimo Lopez, who is one of the best lightweights in the world in the division. Both are tremendous warriors, and it's a pick'em fight. The Haney Ramirez, look, as for the co-main event, what can be said about Devin Haney that the world isn't even already saying? It's like deja vu a year later here in New York City, except he is coming off a loss against Ryan Garcia. We all know how that fight went. From a fighter's perspective, I think that, it's a pick'em fight. I think that this fight here with Ramirez will be an excellent fight. Styles make fights. I think that Devin Haney is a tremendous fighter. He is a tremendous boxer. I believe that it's all about will. It's all about smarts. It's all about how much you want it. And I think Devin Haney is a fighter who is going to come in and give it his all. But he's going to give it his all against a fighter who is an Olympian, a fighter who is an outstanding fighter in Jose Ramirez. So this is going to be one for the ages. Again, I think it's a pick'em fight because both guys really have something to prove. And for Ryan Garcia and Rollies, I mean, what can I say? I think Ryan Garcia is back. I think boxing needs Ryan Garcia. I think boxing without Ryan Garcia is not the same sport. I think him facing Rollies is going to be exciting. It's going to be one of those fights where you just don't want to you don't want to miss it because look, Rollies throws bombs. He's a fighter that can come and fight. You don't know where those bombs are coming from, but if they land, they can do some damage. And Ryan Garcia, look, he's coming off. It's going to be about a year now. He's hungry. He's hungry to get on top. He's hungry to be world champion. What?
Pause, man. You gotta pause. There's no Diddy.
Oh, man. Oh, sorry. All right. My bad. All right. It's got there. All right. No, he's ready to just get on top of the boxing world. He's ready. So this fight card, look again. Thank you, Turkey, for making boxing great again. Boxing is back, and let's keep it this way. I'm glad we're working with Eddie Hearn. I'm glad we're working with Top Rank, but let's keep it this way and make the big fights happen.
Yeah, charge you for that.
Thank you.
All right, well said, Golden Boy. All right, Rick, Oscar, Brad, Eddie, thank you for those final remarks. And now we're going to set up for the stare down. So Ryan, Jose, Arnold, you guys move to this side, and Rolly, Devin, Teo, you move to this side, and we'll treat you all to the stare down. Thank you. My name is Doug Fisher, editor-in-chief of Ring Magazine. Thank you for allowing me to host this special event.
Wait till I fight. Once I fight, it's a wrap.